Right, take two. Hi everyone. We are at the Microsoft headquarters in Seattle. Bit of an honour. It's our first MVP Summit. I'm here with Dean.
Hello.
How's it going for you, Dean? Has it been a good experience?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what to expect when I first got here. First MVP Summit that I've attended in person, obviously. It's the first one for 4 years in person. The last one I attended virtually and really didn't enjoy it as much. I don't know if that's just because it was virtual or I didn't really know how to enjoy it, but coming here and seeing people that I kind of feel like I know because I've been around them for so long, online, watching them on videos and reading their content and blogs, you know, real heroes from my perspective because I've been using their content and learning from them for, 10, 15 years now. It's really weird to sit and kind of feel like one of them in the sessions.
Yeah.
How about you?
Like you, first year of MVP. Getting to see the faces, face-to-face people, getting to meet the product managers, seeing the Microsoft campus actually, you know, it's always been a bit of a dream, get a picture outside some of the famous kind of buildings and the Microsoft logos, etc. It's all round, it's been a good experience so far for me. I think probably the interaction, getting our feedback, seeing how we can, you know, help Microsoft do some improvements, feature ideas, what's good, what's not, etc. That for me, I get a lot out of that. And we've been in a number of those sessions, including one today.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a good trip. This is our last day. It's a 3-day event, and yeah, I think on the back of what I've seen, I'd come back again, assuming I was MVP.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what's been highlights for you?
Well, I don't know about highlights, I'll probably go into that in a second, but one of the weird things I've found is that I'm in a room with people who I consider to be peers or much higher than me from an experience perspective in their own field and experience as an MVP, experience giving feedback to Microsoft. And so I'm in a session and I'm hearing Microsoft say something that I think is, not Microsoft as a whole, but one of the Microsoft product managers say something that I think is a little bit not right. And I'm like, I could put my hand up and, you know, say, I don't think that's true, but there's like 30 or 40 other people here who are surely thinking the same thing. And how do I go about that? Do I kind of put my hand up and say, everyone's thinking this, or you know, it's a weird experience because I feel like I know what people are going to be thinking based on the fact that I consider them to be experts in the field that I'm kind of in the room for. But highlights, I think, being in that room for me is really is really what I've enjoyed. What about you?
Well, I didn't know how much I'd kind of get involved. There's a lot of people here that have been MVPs for like years, right? So maybe a little bit reluctant, but confidence has kind of grown, I think, over the last days. And gradually, you know, I've got more involved, and hopefully other people get benefit from that. There's no bad question, as Microsoft say, and you know, I think if someone else gets something out of what I might say at the same time, then that's all good. It's just, I think if we are part of helping Microsoft, and they do clearly value our input. This program's been going for 30 years. It's 30 years now, so you know there's got to be something in that. And for that reason, I think if someone else is looking to become an MVP, I think for sure you can guarantee that they'll take you seriously, they value your input, and just coming to something like this at the summit is a worthwhile exercise in my eyes.
Yeah, so notwithstanding the NDA, that obviously is essentially every session starts with, this is all confidential, do not share any of this. So obviously we're not going to be sharing. But what would you say is, how can I phrase this, the one to watch, the thing that you think you'll be most focusing on in the next year?
Well, I don't really want to steal your thunder, really, but you know.
You know what I'm going to say, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I think probably the Intune suite. We've had, you know, an insight into what the roadmap is, some really cool features that might come along the line, and I think that's probably the one to watch longer term.
I think, yeah. The difference I'll say though is will come along the line, right? The development on these features is already there.
Yeah.
We can't name them, we can't say exactly what they are, but it's already really well developed. They've already got a good set of ideas and a good set of things they're well developing right now. And that's the most exciting thing for me, seeing that, the Intune Suite, I'm not going to mention pricing, I'll mention pricing. It's an expensive thing, right? And that's the thing that everyone is talking about right now. It's not worth it. It's not worth $10 per month, per user per month. Maybe it is now. If you look at the things that we know that are coming very soon, within a year, definitely, that's it, for my eyes, makes it worth it.
Yeah, I mean, and that's specifically, they want, Microsoft are wanting feedback on that. They want to know how it's going to land, because we've got the experience with the customers, right? Different size customers, what type of customers might like it or not, what will work, what won't. And certainly by getting visibility of some of the things that will come along, and as Dean said, some of which is already there, I think it could be, I don't know, game changer, obviously from a Microsoft. Yeah.
I think it is a game changer, yeah.
Okay.
Not just for Intune, but for endpoint management as a whole.
Yeah.
I really do. Yeah. Yeah. So we should probably mention where we are, because I'm not sure what the background looks like right now, because you're all the way over there. But we are in a treehouse. Well, actually not a treehouse, just kind of a platform built into a tree. But there are tree houses around us, and if you look around right now, I can see one just behind the camera there, which is kind of
Pretty
a relatively big, sort of, it's bigger than your child's kind of tree house. And it's like a meeting room style area where you just go in and we can't get access because we haven't got a Microsoft badge, but we can see it and it looks pretty awesome.
I'd certainly come up here and spend a bit of time if this was my workplace, for sure. Yeah.
Definitely.
In the summer. It's a little bit cold actually at the moment. It's a bit like being back in the UK, but I think if it's a bit warmer near the summer, I'd definitely come up.
Yeah. So this was an expensive trip for me, certainly for you, I'm sure. Has it been worth it?
Without a doubt. I mean, I'm not going to hesitate. It gives me more confidence to actually communicate with a Microsoft, the product team, and certainly with people that I've met. Hopefully it creates that connection with people, which kind of takes away that virtual stigma maybe that might be attached sometimes.
Yeah.
And just, the community is really helpful. They help each other. If you've got a problem, they're going to be there to help you out. And there's already something already done to help you in most cases. So I would have to say yes, for sure.
Yeah. Because you could have attended virtually, right? You could have consumed almost all of these sessions, apart from maybe the evening events that were kind of ad hoc, not really anything formally arranged. But you could have consumed all of the content virtually.
Yeah.
So again, with that in mind, you think it was worth coming?
Well, I mean, I'm definitely going to go back through, look back through the videos, because actually that's a good point, because I've been quite impressed the way it's been organised. It's very well organised, as you would expect from a technology company like Microsoft anyway, but it's generally quite slick. And for that reason, to look back on, sometimes you miss some of the questions. Sometimes the mic maybe in the room isn't quite right, and so you're going to want to go back through and just make sure you understood what the question was or what the answer was. And for sure I'll be doing that, so there's value in that. But I think being here in person, you can't beat that in my experience now, right? Because this is the third day.
Yeah. No, I can't say anything more than I agree. That is exactly how I feel about it. And it's also kind of spurred me on and excited me about technology again, because I've created a lot of content already, and I already am excited about Intune and Intune Suite certainly, but this has now reinvigorated the in-person side of things. I've got MMS coming up in a couple of weeks, in a week actually. So yeah, I'm really excited about heading over to Minneapolis, and yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to the rest of the conference season as it comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'll definitely be spending some time when I get back to go over some of these videos and just kind of taking a bit of time to digest. There's a lot to consume over the 3 days. and obviously it's NDA, but I'll be looking forward to when some of these new features come out for sure, and interacting with the community maybe a bit more, rather than, yeah, I like Dean, I'm kind of producing content, but actually the community just kind of interacting, it's almost like, you know, I'll get more out of that now, I presume. So
Yeah.
So we should probably wrap it up there.
We should. I've got to
right,
get my
we've
flight.
got a session to get back to.
Yeah.
Dean, you're going to be heading home.
I am.
It's been a great experience, and what a fantastic place to kind of just sit down and have a chat.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Who knows, we might do another thing like this. It might not be in Seattle at HQ, but if you like it, let us know. Thanks very much.
See you.